For this week's Things You Didn't Know About Your Teacher, we caught up with Mr. Mead, who builds cars in his free time.
Okay, so this is a 1989 Firebird Formula, and it has the removable T-top roof. It's got the hood scoop and the fancy wheels. This car originally had a 305 Chevy small block, but when I bought it for $700, I spent years just taking everything apart and putting it back together, and we replaced that with a much bigger 350 small block Chevy, which is what it has now. So it's a pretty fun car to drive. Sometimes it breaks down, but that's just part of the fun of having an old car.
Mr. Mead's love for fixing cars started with his father.
So I didn't grow up working on cars. Actually, I was 18 years old. I was a freshman in college, and my dad and mom got me a 1985 Chevy Celebrity, which is a very lame car. And my dad taught me, he took me aside and said, "Son, I'm going to teach you how to change the oil on your car." And he showed me, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I just saved about $20 changing my own oil. And so from there, it kind of took on a life of its own. Later, I learned how to replace spark plug wires, brake jobs, radiator hoses, all sorts of things. And each job I did gave me a little bit more confidence to try the next one.
A 1980s TV show helped inspire Mr. Mead's love for hot rods.
I think the reason why I like that car the most is because when I was a kid, there's a really cool show called Knight Rider, and that featured the Pontiac Firebird, and it was brand new, very aerodynamic. Actually, at that time, it was the most aerodynamic car that General Motors had ever built, and it was very fast looking. It wasn't actually all that fast because cars in the 80s were not fast.
This has been Summer and Kylie reporting for Trojan TV.